Welcome to the Sunday Session, and this week is a special edition.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sunday Session, brought to you direct from Ararat. Sid versus Reese, take 2.
Just heard from Sid there, and as you can see, we did put a poll up a little while ago, and got people to vote on which of the finished product here was their favourite, based on design alone. So, let's get into it, and most of this recording will be live.
Now I'm choosing to rough out with a skew. Sid, I believe, is going to use a roughing gouge on a metal pipe.
Right, he's almost got his round already. Alright, bit of catching up to do. Robbo roughing gouge.
And take it in almost nothing to get the tenons formed. I'll just do that at each end. Got a bit of a shoulder for it to rest on. A little bit of a shoulder for it to rest on. So, interesting. I think I'll make this end the lid. Good morning, Heather. And we are parted. So we have a box and a lid. So, trying for a grain match again.
Hey, no coaching.
I can't help it if Heather's got better design choice than me.
Could end up anything if I'm doing it.
I think the rule of thumb is it takes 6 months to figure out how to not make phallic shape objects. Beautiful.
Yep.
So because this is going to go over the top of this one, you do this one first so that you've got your maximum width dimensions. And then you just bring that one down to match.
So because I've either left my little geometry...
Because you can always take away, you can't add on.
I'll just put it somewhere where I can't find it.
Yep.
A little bit agriculturally. It's all secret squirrel, although I'm on Reese's audio, he can't actually hear me at the moment. I don't
Back up there, cowboy.
I mean, he is IT, so he could have some spectacular...
The Sid still hasn't parted his off yet. So far, I'm ahead.
So what I've done...
It won't stay that way. Sid is a much better turner than me. Much better.
Put a mark on off the rest, so I've got a mark at each end for a reference mark. And this is my circle, same diameter at both ends. So now, a little bit of mucking around and schoolboy maths, I suppose. We put that in the middle. Build it up until it's got the
1800's a bit fast with this.
radius, and that should give me, if I do this all the way around, it should give me 6 points around the circumference. I'll just check
Fine.
it.
You're going to be a deck like that?
What about spot on?
Yes, I know. Fuck yeah. Alright, we'll go that way.
And I've got the same reference mark here.
So,
Same deal, 6 points. And I'm going to use every second one.
just treat it like it's a bowl. Initially. Yeah, I know. Fine, be a dick. Take some away. Yes, I know. I can't get the full swing.
1, 2, 3. Pencil. 1 is the reference. Clockwise on this end. 2 is there.
Pretty good.
3 is there. 1 is the reference. Anti-clockwise on this end. 2 is there. 3 is there. So that should be 2 and 2. Yep. And 3 and 3 and 1 and 1. Okie dokie.
Sid's just sneezing his head off over there, ruining my recording.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a deliberate ploy.
Yep. It's
Have you
deliberate.
parted yours off already? You've gone too soon.
Hey? What? Gone too soon? You gotta remember, I did a practice piece yesterday.
That's a dastardly plot to make him overthink it.
Doesn't need much, just
attack.
enough.
No, you didn't.
Little Sid, no, I'm already up to sanding.
All right. We're all good. Spur drive.
Now, one practice one
Now the
yesterday,
question
which
is-
I did record and will be its own video, or it may have already been its
How
own video,
fancy do I go?
depending how long this one takes to edit. I ended up absolutely destroying the lid, unfortunately. So,
2.
I smashed it off, so I made sure I left myself a really nice strong shoulder in here to grab hold of today. Now I should probably take that down a little bit more.
I won't try and go too fancy.
Let's take that down, touch more. About what I was after. Beautiful. Got a nice shoulder in there to grab. Yeah. Just round over so that nothing gets bitten. Round that over, give it a really nice little aesthetic feel. Now remember, this is only my third box, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm guessing my way through. Sid, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure he's made quite a few boxes. And I've seen some of them, and they are freaking lovely. Don't tell him I said that. Now yesterday I did the joint of the box on the middle of the bead, and it was quite nice. So we are here at Ararat. We are doing this live at the same time. So I'm leaning over there. Sid still hasn't parted his off because he's... Oh shit! We were doing multi-axis.
No, you stipulated it as of your own design, so you can...
Okay.
This is my design.
Alright, that's why Sid hasn't parted his off yet, because he's going multi-axis.
You set the rules.
He's
that's
smarter
okay.
than me, because we had discussed it, and I completely forgot. I already parted off, which makes multi-axis for me impossible. So I'm going to have to make up for that at home and do a multi-axis of my own. Because, whoops. Because we did discuss it, and I completely forgot, like an umpty. Oh. What happened there? What angle were you on to the court? Okay, so yeah, you engaged too much of your blade, but your tool rest's also too low for that kind of cut. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to leave any of that audio in. I was just jumping over next door and helping young Kai, 16-year-old wood turner that comes from Kingston SC. He got his intro to wood turning and got donated the lathe a couple of years back from one of the people who attended. And he's still learning, and he's given the skew a bit of a crack on some blackwood today. And he's doing a pretty good job. He just had a bit of a nasty catch. But he's doing well to keep his composure, so I'm proud of him.
Going to give him some challenges with turning.
Sid, on the other hand, over there, I'm sitting here watching it going whop, 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 whop. It starts to bring out that absolutely gorgeous colour that we all love, and that smell. Oh, so lovely. So, so, so lovely.
The tool I'm using here is a P&N 5/8.
Well, at least we can guarantee neither Sid nor I will have the same design of box. He still has to survive the process he's doing over there. That band there. Where's that really light spot? Oh, it's chatoyance. So from here on my angle, I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera, there's a rim here that is a perfect band of chatoyance. As I rotate it, it disappears around here, but as I rotate it, it appears again. Wow. A little bit of a tool mark there that I just don't care about. That's going to be fine. It's an added accent, but that piece of chatoyance running through there. Ooh. Oh boy.
Careless, I've gone further than I wanted to, but that's all right. We'll make it work.
Now, have I got any purple stain? Oh, the way Sid just looked at me. Oh my god. Oh, I thought I was about to die. So, any long-time viewers will know, Sid does not like purple.
I don't care if anybody else uses purple, though. Just
He doesn't care if anyone else uses it, though. Yeah, we're picking that audio up. But he's very critical of it if he sees it. Let's get some speed going. Really burnish this in. Get that glass-like finish. I'm using a little bit of paper towel this time. Yeah.
Very nice.
That's right.
Yeah, no, well done.
Yeah, cheers. You would have just heard one of the other turners here had a squiz at the camphor bowl that I turned last night. I didn't record it, but I'll have some photos. Might flick that up on screen now. Turned a little bit thin. It was screaming quite loud. It did drag some attention because it's camphor. It's got an amazing smell to it. And couldn't be much happier with the inside of a lid. Very happy. Very, very, very happy. Okay, so now let's form the tenon for this. We'll get mounted onto. This is skinnier at this end than this end. I might have to run the skew over this before I do the tenon. No, it's fine, so I'm going to return them together at the end anyway. That'll be right. Tenon first, let's do this. Apparently word's gotten around that I've been doing some thin bowls. The first bowl I did it just as a warm-up when I turned to Ararat was a claret ash bowl. and allowed light to pass through it.
So I'm not going to get back to this to sand it, so it's got to be sanded before you move it.
Okay, let's see how it goes. First thing we need to do about that again. Yeah. Yep, not even close. Alright, we're just at the end of it now. Tiny little hair more. Alright, so that's it. Right, now we just bring it down to that diameter. And that should now go the whole way. Let me just nick that corner off. Nope, not quite. No, it goes. It's very tight. I've made that a little bit too long. Now, what I'll do is I will just nick off. Looks like about a millimetre from the end. Let's do that with the skew on its side. I need to form that anyway.
Don't like that knot.
Oh, Mr. I'm excited for this knot. He's now no longer happy about that knot.
Didn't like it to start with.
So my niece Natalie chose the piece of wood that we'd each start with. So Sid brought 4 pieces of wood. My niece chose which one would be working. My niece is originally from Sid's hometown. She's known Sid for a while. And so she's been joining in some of the heckling we've been doing. She's been the target a few times because it's funny. Teenager reactions and all that. Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful fit again, Sid.
Showing off again.
I am.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
So now we go 2 and 2.
So the grain match isn't quite there anymore.
We'll find the hole.
Because that should be there. It's close,
There you
but
go.
it's not quite the same anymore, unfortunately. It was closer before I did that. Alright, cool. So now that I know where my shoulder is, I don't touch this again, I only go down. So let's get my Jacob's chuck out with a big chonky drill bit and make it disappear. I'll make life a bit easier.
It's going to be a slim box.
I could steal Sid's approach and borrow his Forstner's, but I've never used a Forstner, so that scares the absolute crap out of me. I'm probably just overthinking it. Maybe I should just go and add another card.
You adding another card?
I am. I'm thinking about adding another card.
He's over here stealing something from me. Not sure what. Any you might have just broken the camera.
I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, Sid's recordings, error 404. Send help.
Right, I know someone in IT, they can fix that.
Yeah, but will he?
Hey?
But will he?
Well, yeah, can and will are two different things, I know.
Correct,
that.
yeah. Yeah, 500.
Not quite that much.
Steaming.
Oh, didn't need that.
Might nearly get away with it, hopefully. It's a bit quiet, I'm concentrating. It's not working anyway, so.
off. The one thing you can't do with this is put your fingers on it while it spins to feel it. Because that hurts. Now, because both of these are going to be hollowed out, there's not a base or anything there, I can lock that and just twist that off.
Loving it, loving it, loving it.
got a demo to go and have a look at in a minute, which funnily enough is on multi-axis turning. The peeling cut with the screw skew. A little taper. The little burnish mark is where it fits.
Just throwing this one on camera quickly.
Okay.
This was a little burl that was on the free table. The foot had broken off, and Ren, that had never turned a bowl before, saw it, loved it, and we were about to get in a fist fight over it, but she won. And I said, come on then, let's go and turn it. And so last night she turned her first bowl, and this was it. I helped clean it up a little bit. We didn't record it, but God, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Had to do it for Sid.
No, it's just showing off.
I am showing off. Just grab the skew and do a little line there. Whee. We're being summoned to a demo. So we will be back shortly.
Oh, you bastard. Cool, it's a little bit too high, might not be helping much either. So we're doing the little concave in there. Effectively, it now sits on 3 feet on the corner here.
For the more advanced project. Still going to beat me. I will catch up.
YouTube challenge.
Yeah, idea.
Oh yes! Yes!
So Sid's sister made this for me. I asked her to make me a angry or reversible octopus.
Angry or
Yes! Yes!
That's cool.
He's excited.
He is excited.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
So yeah, Sid's sister made me a angry or octopus. Until I car beside me, making some cool stuff.
Before we close this challenge, I just want to say a huge thank you to Sid, Lisa, his sister, and Kai and Ren and Michael and Jeff and everyone else down at Ararat, because it was a spectacular event and I really enjoyed it. And I still can't pick a winner between the two of us because I love both of our boxes for different reasons. Just the unique design of Sid's and the fact that I was able to nail my third box with a nice suction fit.
Oh, lovely. For good old time's sake.
Now, we've done this video as a collaboration, so if you haven't subscribed to either me or Sid, then there is an opportunity to go to our channels now and do that. And thank you very much. Make sure you hit a big like and leave us a comment, and please let us know which one you preferred, because it's hard to pick between these two absolutely gorgeous pieces. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful week. See you on Tuesday.